Hello, my name is Justin Leaf, and I will be one of the instructors of this RBT course. Joining me will be my friends and colleagues, Dr. Joseph Sheehan and Dr. Julia Ferguson. We are so excited that you are taking this course. For some of you, this might be your first endeavor into working with individuals with autism. For others, you might have been working as a behavior analyst, behavior therapist for a very long time, but now it is required that you get your RBT credential. For others of you, it might be that you're a parent, a guardian, a grandparent, or family member, and you just want to learn more about autism and applied behavior analysis. Whatever the reason is for you taking this course, we are excited that you're taking this course. And we're excited because we believe after taking this course that you'll be able to improve upon the implementation of behavioral intervention for the children that you work with, love, or that are part of your family. Now, I want to talk a little bit about who we are. We're members of Autism Partnership Foundation. And at Autism Partnership Foundation, our goal, day in and day out, is to provide evidence-based practices to individuals with autism. Our goal is to disseminate what we've learned through the course of our career to ensure that every child gets the highest quality of intervention possible. Ultimately, at the end of the day, our mission is that every child will reach their fullest potential. Now, when we started off in the field, we weren't researchers like we are today, or people who go out and disseminate. We were like many RBTs. We started providing direct line intervention. I can speak for myself. When I started, it was working in homes and then eventually clinics, providing discrete trial teaching, the teaching interaction procedure, the cool versus not cool procedure, all procedures that you'll learn about in this course. And so I started as a direct line interventionist. And eventually, as my career grew, it was going and providing intervention in schools and then going into supervision, ultimately leading to my path of being a researcher and a disseminator. And for my colleagues Joe Sheehan and Julia Ferguson, it's the same kind of story. They also started doing direct intervention and then moved on to supervision, consultation, and research. And the reason why I bring this up is in the course of this training, we keep that in mind. We keep in mind what it's like to be an RBT, what it is like to be a direct interventionist, and ensuring that what we're providing, the information that we're providing with you is practical so that you can take it home and work on it with your clients. Now, throughout the course of my year, I've been blessed to see so much success of our children. I've seen children who are, in preschool, 18 months old, and are now headed to college. In fact, as we're recording this, one of our former clients is having an orientation at Stanford University. It is amazing to think of the progress that kid make and the bright future he has ahead. We've seen other children who are lonely and isolated, not playing with each other during recess and lunch while they're in kindergarten and early elementary. And now they're in high school and they have a network of friendships and they're happy and have love and joy in their lives. We've seen children who are beating themselves up, who are engaging in self-injurious behavior. And when that is occurring, they're at risk of hospitalization or severe injury. And after quality intervention, they're no longer engaging in this behavior. And so it is just amazing to think what applied behavior analysis or the implementation of applied behavior analysis can do for so many children, and so many children can reach their fullest potential. And my hope is that for every one of you who's taken this training, that after this training that you will start to implement quality behavioral intervention, and the children that you're working with will make the outcomes that are possible, these tremendous outcomes that are possible. Let me talk a little bit about why we started this course. We started this course, our first version, the version you're taking now is 2.0. The first version, RBT 1.0, was done and recorded in 2019. We recorded it because we had several reasons, I should say. The first was we knew that there could be better training that could be offered. a lot of the RBT training at the market at the time was really training on rigid protocols, teaching on non-applied, non-socially significant curriculum. And we knew that there was a better way, and we wanted to give a better path to the community, to those RBTs who are coming into our field. We also saw that for many places, the training was really overpriced. We were seeing trainings for $50, $100. There's some trainings that we're seeing for $5,000. And we knew that this type of price network, the cost that people were spending on it, really made it impossible to get more and more people in the field. It was a barrier, and we wanted to close this barrier, which is why we provided a free training. We also really wanted to have a training that emphasized progressive ABA. And you'll see throughout this training, we really emphasize and talk about progressive ABA because from our clinical experience, it has brought on the most success for our clients. We launched it in 2020, March of 2020, and that was probably the worst time to launch any product because it was the beginning of COVID. We thought, Joe, Julia, Christine Milne, who was part of RBT 1.0, and myself thought maybe 2,000 people would take the training. But to our surprise, in over 5 years, over 1 million people have signed up to take the training that we provided, the free 40-hour RBT training. Think about that. 1 million people have taken that training. Now, another surprise to us was really that it was just not people going into the field of RBTs. It was people in rural communities, people in different countries other than the United States of America. It was parents and grandparents, aunts, uncles, autistic individuals, all who are seeking more help, more support. And so this training has really we've been able to provide training to multiple people throughout our time. And that to me is a great thing because it's just about RBTs. It's about that we can help any individual who is wanting help, who is wanting to get some information about quality progressive ABA. Now, as you take 2.0, we've done some tremendous things. We've broken the modules down. So there's multiple modules, and they're all 30 minutes in length, or around 30 minutes in length. I should say no more than 30 minutes in length. And when we did this, it's so that they're more consumable for you. So instead of an RBT 1.0 is like an hour module or an hour and a half module, they're smaller in length. We've also, another great addition is we have a module with autistic individuals themselves, providing their experience, their thoughts. And we think it's important as you as a behavior analyst, you as an RBT, that you get the opinions and thoughts and perspectives of the people who you're working with. We've also ensured that we continue to update the research and our clinical knowledge in 2.0. And so that is a different kind of perspective that you'll get from our original version. Finally, I want to conclude that it's our job, what we're doing for you is providing the 40-hour training. If you're taking the course, you're going to get the free 40-hour training. If you follow all the rules and regulations that the BACB has, and that is part of their regulations, you'll get a certificate that says you complete the 40-hour training. Neither Joe, Julia, or myself are the people who would be doing anything else for you in terms of achieving your RBT. We're not the people to sign off on your competency exam or help fill out the forms. We're not your supervisors. So our role is really limited, we think important, but it is for you to get 40-hour training. And then after that, we encourage you to find a supervisor and hopefully a quality supervisor to help you along the process. Finally, as you'll hear multiple times in this training is not enough. It is simply not enough for you to take just 40-hour didactic training. You need hands-on experience. You need to work directly with children with autism and get supervision. Doing that will help ensure the likelihood that you will implement quality intervention and children will reach their fullest potential. We're so excited that you've taken this training, and we wish you luck in your careers. Thank you so much.